Yo YouTube, today's video is going to be about another couple tips for the business end of running a mobile welding business. Obviously you should have the skills to weld, but there's a lot more that goes into a welding business than just knowing how to weld. I mean, I can weld pretty good, but I've been learning. It's a learning curve to try to figure out the business end, to sell jobs, you know, the taxes, the bookkeeping, the organization. That's the hardest part. So here is a sample client call intake form. You should always screen your clients before you accept them as a customer. So you should ask them some qualifying questions. So you should state they call you, this is say they call you and be like, hey, this is John Smith. I saw your welding page on Google and I'd like to have some services. And then you say, of course, my name is blah blah blah, I am the owner of the company. And then you say, have you used our services before? You can say that, and then they say no. And then you say, what is your project? And then if it's something you don't, ask specific questions. Don't keep them on the phone for hours, but ask them specific questions. So what kind of project you need done? How rusted is it? Can you send me some pictures? Stuff like that. And then you should say, be very polite. Thank you, I will get back to you within, whether it be 24 hours, 48 hours, next week, whatever. However your schedule looks. I try to get back with a quote to my customers within 48 hours, and I try to let them know if I can do the job, if I'm even interested, within 2 hours. And then you say, when would be a good time to reach you? What number can I call? Is this your home, work, or mobile number? And remember to document all this in your contact list. So write it down on a piece of paper and then go into your computer later on and make it neat and organized. And then you get asked for email address, and then if you decide to accept the job, get their address and all that. And then is there anything else I can assist you with? And just thank them for your service, and repeat your name, and then you can end the call. But you always have to screen your clients, because a lot of these clients come up with bull crap jobs, and they're very pitsy-witsy. I guess in other terms, they're not worth your time. They're just pointless jobs. Like, I've had calls, someone asking me to come out and weld their lawnmower deck for 20 bucks. That ain't worth my time. I'm not doing that. I try to be as polite as possible, and I end the conversation as quickly as possible. I tell them that I have a $100 minimum per hour for 2 hours minimum. And then if they don't like that, then they can find someone else, Joe Smo, who's going to do it, who's not licensed, insured, for 20 bucks for an hour. That's not what I'm looking for. I know my skill, I know my worth, and that's not what I'm looking for. So I'll do some more videos on these kind of topics, and then I'll go into some more videos about the actual welding processes and how I set up my truck for that. And yeah, I mean, like I said, the welding is just like 25% of it. If you can weld good, fabricate good, that's awesome. But the business end's a whole nother part, and the sales end is another part. So first things first, you should know how to weld, then you can work on the business stuff. And I'm going to give many tips and tricks on this as I'm learning about this too. With that, I'm out.